dark cloud over it.
They put a curse on Philly. The settlers put a curse on Philly.
You
That's
can
why they.
see it,
That's when they moved the capital, because Philly was our capital.
man. Philly,
So
hey, it's going. That's like they like Chicago out there. You feel me? It's on like it's something. It's like you can just look at that city. It's a dark cloud over it. You can barely see the stars in Chicago.
that's
So
that's the innocent blood.
that's the innocent blood. Mm,
That shit crying for redemption. It's time to pay up.
mm,
Philly right now, they don't realize it, but when they see the leadership step out front, it's gonna click, because they gonna
mm-hmm.
tell them that we've been turned against each other by a foreign invader.
You think
Pump
that's
the
gonna
brakes
matter?
for a minute before you try to kill your brother. Listen to what I'm telling you.
You think that's gonna matter though, bro? I think it's deeper than that though, Rob. Because from my understanding, from what I be seeing in life, bro, like you feel me? I'm 33, so like in the 90s, you feel weed and liquor. You feel me? Alcohol, even in the early 2000s. Now you got motherfucking pharmaceuticals. Once the higher the elites got the youth hooked on pharmaceuticals such as Xanax, Percocets, lean. Once that shit starting to be like popping, Joe, that's when you see more treacherous acts of violence. More innocent people getting killed is because of the drugs. And that's why I say the drug dealers are sorcerers. You feel me? Because a spell was
Pharmakeia means sorcery.
exact, point blank period. And then in ancient times, a curse was used to cause affliction through a disease or a virus. That's why a curse has cures. The same word, just the letters is scrambled. But a spell was caused through addiction, drugs or addiction. Spells are meant to control people. Curses are meant to cause affliction through disease and virus. Spells, drugs, and addiction. So it's like, that's why I say like drug dealers are like when I see these dope fiends walking around this motherfuckers nodding off and mid walk, I already know somebody put a root on them. Somebody put it's somebody in this community doing voodoo. You feel
Look,
me? Witches,
look,
cause
listen.
like crack it. Go ahead, bro.
That's a lot of times we taught in the church to cast a spell on ourselves.
In modern
So
times, we say the
when you see
spell
the
is a
people like
spelling.
that, right? And a lot of times you see people like that, the ego, who they perceive they are, they put a spell on them to keep them from being a total tyrant. So they
Mm,
use those drugs as the way to maintain that control of that beast.
definitely. And it's
That's
making
why they.
niggas
That's why they
docile.
took. Look. That's why they took all them old militant motherfuckers off heroin and gave
And
them
these
crack.
and look how they dressing now. You feel me? These niggas wearing skinny jeans with some big ass boots, big ass shoes on. You feel me? With skinny jeans, and it's like, gee, you can tell like the drugs that people doing now is demasculating men. You feel me? It's taking away their they testosterone, and it's putting more estrogen in them. And you can tell by the
But that's
mentality of
cultural.
these
That's
niggas.
cultural, and then they also feeding a lot of estrogen in the water, right?
Yep.
They got estrogen in the water. They got estrogen in the cows and make them produce more milk, right? So you're getting overloaded with estrogen. Then if you're feeding any soy products to a boy, you increase the spike in estrogen. And any bodybuilder tell you that if you're going to be using a steroid, which is a testosterone booster, that you have to have a estrogen blocker in order to not the testosterone not to turn into estrogen, because the estrogen causes in high doses it causes the organs to start to deteriorate, right?
Mm.
Um,
I think somebody got a question for you. They say is Enlil still locked away?
and Leo not on Earth, and Leo been gone. Yeah, they just to say grow titties. They call that bitch tent in the workout world. And then they're using those steroids and also give them acne from hell. But you gotta have an estrogen blocker or them steroids to tear your organs up. Let me see. I ain't got no room to look down on nobody. I've been at the bottom my whole life.
Let me see. Yeah, we got more questions. Let me see. Prince ass funny as hell. Oh damn shit. He deleted. Oh damn. Let me try to pull it up.
Look, this is a known. Uh, if you know a shaman, okay, if Anu was to return, would you? No, Anu don't give two shits what we do on Earth, long as it don't affect Nibiru. The agreement that the Earth made with Nibiru was every 3,600 years they get a quantity of gold to sustain the atmosphere, and they'll give us whatever new technologies that they encounter in return for that. And all of Inky and Inlip kids, Marduk, they all have to leave. They can't stay here. Inky kids was worked in harmony with the earth, but Enlil and his kids, with all of this shit you see going on now to fuck us over, they had to leave. Inky, about a year ago, Inky came with a contingent and was given permission by the Andromeda beings, who was the ones stationed on the outside of Pluto, to come in and retrieve mining technology, which is they people. The mining technology is they mining supervisors, they Lulu Amalu handlers. So when they go, the Earthborn, we have to raise in vibration and frequency so that when we inherit the Earth, that we don't let nobody else come in and trick us and take this bitch over again.
Man. Hey,
Icky knew.
so like if we, like you said, so we in a contract that we gotta pay. You feel me, motherfucker? The higher ups, certain amount of atomic gold, basically. You feel me? Every 3,600 years. So that would mean, and every 3,600 years they would keep updating our technology. So that would mean, Joe, then it's a being or a race of beings that's on this, that's been on this motherfucker for thousands of years. Over, you feel me, like 3,600 years, because they every cycle, like that.
Yeah,
So we got a
they've been here for a while. They came when Atlantis was here. Atlantis was its own species of human. And when you see the people that they got in Antarctica, when they finally show the motherfuckers, you see what I'm talking about. Their arms and legs are skinny and longer than ours, right? And they don't look as mammalian as us, but they don't quite look reptilian either. They look more like some kind of amphibian. But these motherfuckers psychic dynamos. Our psychic abilities will come back online in time over the next couple generations. But these motherfuckers so out cold that if they was nefarious beings, that psychic ability, they can make us pretty much do what they want because we haven't developed. It's like a baby
yeah,
learning how to walk.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Not hey, that shit deep, because like if it's like, so when we done with the star constellation, you feel me? I mean the Andromeda galaxy, you feel me? So this where the insectoids, you feel me, come from. So these motherfuckers like highly intelligent too. That's why I was trying to ask you like the other day, like if we was to encounter, one of these extraterrestrials, you feel me, like how will we know which ones the hostile ones and which ones is not? Somebody asked, do they have many of our people off world as slaves?
They got different worlds with different species of human on them.
I
Humans
would
is not always slaves. Some planets there's no such thing as a slave.
I
Other planets is a straight motherfucking work camp.
I wouldn't. That's why I was saying, like, I wouldn't even say, like, you feel me, like they got us. Their intentions is to enslave us. You feel me? Because if
They
they
use it
need,
for survival purposes.
if they can do, if they are these highly powerful beings, you feel me? They got all these psychic abilities. What do they need us to do anything for them for? You
They
feel me?
lazy.
I feel like it's if they was, you feel me? If they do need us, it'll be for a more, divine purpose. You feel me?
Look,
Maybe some type of
they
genetics,
first
or
needed us because they was lazy and they didn't want to do the work themselves.
but they got mental powers though.
Right. So
So they,
they use a mental power to create something that was gonna do the work for them.
man, it's deep. So I mean, and I'm definitely familiar with the scriptures. You feel me? And then you know my at least you feel me. The Anunnaki came from Nibiru. You feel me? To basically make they they made modern man, which is Homo sapiens sapien. I think they was dealing with like a Australopithecus or a Homo erectus. They spliced the DNA of a woman, ape woman, basically, and the DNA with the blood of the gods. And this is how they upgraded us our consciousness, which is Homo sapiens sapien, modern man. We can work, use tools, problem solve things like this. And they upgraded our consciousness for us to be slaves. I understand it, but it's like when we dealing with these highly developed beings, you feel me? Do they really need us to slave for them? I think they need us for something else, though. They may need us for DNA purposes. You
We was
feel me?
also entertainment.
Maybe,
This
maybe.
is look, if you really pay attention to Earth, you got every kind of motherfucking shit show you want to see going on Earth. All you gotta do is just watch this shit play out. And you're gonna be sometimes you're gonna laugh, sometimes you're gonna cry, sometimes you're gonna get mad, wanna punch a motherfucker in the face. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through all of the experiences you go to a movie to see by watching Earth.
Mm, damn. No, somebody. So we got comments. Zaza, be quiet, bro. So yeah, we got questions, Joe. It's a lot of these. It's a few of these joints. So when we talking about building, I mean bending elements and teaching the kids to do the same. So most of us, you feel me, have had telekinetic experiences. You feel me in our life, and it happens when we kids. My first telekinetic experience that I can remember, you feel me, I had got suspended from school. Got a phone call from home. You feel me? School called my mom, and I got suspended, so I'm already knowing I'm finna get in trouble. She finna tear that ass up when she get off work. So I get off the school bus, go in the crib. As soon as I get in the crib, I was mad as hell because I'm thinking she finna be in the house, like screaming and shit. So wasn't nobody in the house though. So I drop my book bag at the door, and I walk in my room, mad as hell, a little ass boy, mad as hell. As soon as I walk into my room, the door slammed behind me. And I know for a fact I ain't pull that door, but I ain't think of it nothing at that time. You feel me? Because I was, but as I look back on the experiences I had, you feel me? Those were telekinetic experiences. You feel me? When I was in school, when I was in like fourth grade, I used to talk too much. I used to be one of them kids that used to talk a lot. So my teacher always separated my desk. She put my desk up by her desk. You feel me? And I was like facing the chalkboard. My back was against the whole class, so I couldn't talk to nobody. But her desk, it was always a little fan at the desk, and I used to always catch myself staring at it, and it was moving. But soon as like I noticed, like soon as I stopped staring at it, it stopped spinning. You feel me? Slowly. You feel me? But it's like everybody just think. I'm pretty sure if you think deeply, you had a telekinetic experience to teach the kids how to tap into their abilities as far as like bending, you know, um, see if they can do it, without even telling them, like, I'm gonna teach you how to practice, how to do telekinesis. Just see if they can do it. Just put a light object, start with a light object, a piece of paper, maybe a feather, a piece of toilet paper, something very light, and just tell them to try to move that without touching it. You feel me? Try to move and see if they can do it. It's a lot of things we can, a lot of practices that we can do on a daily basis that enhance our, psychic abilities as far as telekinesis. But I mean, if you got any advice on that, definitely go ahead, bro.
See, the first thing is you gotta tell the child to remove the limitation is the first step. And you remove the limitation by telling them that they can develop the skill, but they have to develop it and it takes time and practice. The more
Hmm.
practice you put in, right? So then you have to start teaching them the mechanics of bending, right? Air
Exactly.
bending, water bending, fire bending. But when they understand the mechanics of one, they can begin to understand the mechanics of another one. Right? So the first thing is first practice removing the limitation from the mental part by telling them that it's a process. It don't happen overnight. It takes
Exactly.
practice and persistence. The child will understand it, but we don't want to tell them to do nothing that requires persistence because that's creating a strong character trait. And it goes
Exactly.
contrary to the social ego development.
Definitely. I mean, I definitely would definitely agree, man. And it's just, you know, the child gonna do it, you know, naturally. If it are some of us, you feel me? Most of us have had experiences and shit, man. And it be deep, like. And now that I look at it, you feel me? It be because I done walked outside, you feel me? And you know, a bag was floating, you feel me? And then as soon as I stopped looking at it, you feel me? That motherfucker just stopped. And it be like little weird shit. It be like little subtle shit that you don't even think that's like, you feel me? Like, yo, that's you all the time. You feel me? So I mean, as far as like telekinesis, I would say, I mean, like if our bending, when we dealing with bending, you feel me? These abilities are psychic. These are psychic abilities. Like the way I teach it, you feel me? It's visualization in the beginning. You have to see the object moving. You feel me? How you want it to move. You have to see the object move. Now you raise your intention. You feel me? While you raising your intention, the mind must become void of thought. And this is why telekinesis is so hard because it's very hard for us to quiet the mind down because the mind is always thinking. If you have that much mind control where you can shut the mind off and become blank minded while keeping the intention raised, you have to keep the intention but lose the thought. Become the mind must become void, and if you raise your intention, that object will move. You practice this shit, you feel me? You get better and better at it. Start with light objects, then graduate to heavy objects. You feel me? But it's a lot of shit. You feel me? Like bro said, it's practice, consistent. There's people, the people I train with. You feel me, Joe? They've been practicing for 10, 15 plus years, almost 20 years, and they very strong. They pulling way heavier objects than me. I look like I'm doing something over here. But when y'all see what I'm training, when you feel these motherfuckers pulling way heavier objects and they've been practicing way longer though. You feel me? If you into that shit, you gonna be practicing and you probably gonna be like, man, I ain't advancing fast enough. Just be patient because telekinesis is for those who work hard for it. Any psychic ability. It's for those who work hard for it. You feel me? If you work hard for this, you deserve these psychic abilities. I feel like we ain't supposed to just wake up and know how to do this shit. You feel me? Because a lot of people want these abilities, but they don't want to put in the work, and they don't deserve them now. There's people that practice this shit every day, that dedicate a lot of time and energy to this shit, and they advancing highly. They becoming stronger. So, and they absolutely deserve it, though. You feel me?
You gotta also the visualization is so critical to moving the object with the mind, right? But you gotta also remember there's other forms to generate the energy, like palm chakras, right? If the child know he got chakras in his palm, you can use a palm chakra exercise to strengthen your whole aura.
Mm,
You know,
definitely, definitely.
and, and once you learn how to do it, where you can push pull left right hand energy from one to the other, the stronger you make the field between your hands, the stronger your spirit body. Go back to what we was talking about earlier about the spirit body and astral travel, right? I got a series of exercises that I build on top when I'm doing one-on-one teaching to show people stuff. Like right now, like on here, it's like a lot of stuff. Like I need like the chalkboard, and this is how you, and this is what you see. Going through the steps
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes the know-how is first understanding the mechanics. If you don't know you're supposed to pedal the bike, when you get on it, you're gonna fall
Exactly,
over.
exactly.
So you understand the mechanics of how the bike works. When they first told me to ride a bike, they said you get on, you sit here, you steer with the handlebars. You got to learn how to balance, but you pedal to move forward. You push backwards to push brakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they put me on the motherfucking bike and roll my ass down the hill,
Mm, mm,
and I crashed. a
Right.
thousand times before I learned how to ride. But guess what? Didn't nobody ever entertain the idea or the philosophy of some shit called quit.
Exactly. It
It
ain't
took
no
me, it
quitters.
took
It
me
ain't
some
none of
years
that.
to learn how to ride a bike.
Hey, so look, guys. So you touched on a very important topic. You feel me? As far as hand chakras, and that's why I'm saying, like, you feel me? Like, when you feel me, truth is being spoken, you feel me, when it's in alignment with what you already know. So it's like the way we teach, you feel me, Joe, telekinesis, you feel me, when I get one-on-one consultations, I go in depth. And hand chakras, you feel me? A lot of us, we can use the hand chakras, but a lot of our hand chakras are blocked. The hand chakra, and we have to reactivate the hand chakras. I teach how to reactivate the hand chakras. And also when how to project subtle energy from the hands, because the hands is a conduit for releasing subtle energy. You know, subtle energy is the energy that can't be measured, but you know it's there because you can feel it. And this is in the it's in the palm and the fingertips. So, but a lot of us, so in telekinesis, a lot, bro. When if I'm a little rusty and I got a lot on my mind or whatever, I'll be sitting here trying to move an object and it won't move because my hand chakras is blocked. So a lot of times you feel me, I do a quick practice. Shit. I do a quick practice. How to activate the hand chakras, and it's deep because you can use this same practice for healing purposes as well. You feel me, Joe? Motherfucker got sore back or anything. This 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 is subtle energy. How to create subtle energy. I'm pretty sure people know about the chi ball, but I activate the hand chakras, and it's a process. You feel me? It's very quick. What I do is take the thumb, do like that for like 10 times. You know, on each hand. 10 times. If you do it, you'll notice too. Matter of fact, if y'all in the comments, try this. I want you to, I'm finna release your subtle energy. And you can, and if you practice with this, you move physical objects without touching them. This is called telekinesis. So 10 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do this for like 15 seconds. 2, 3, 4. What this does, this get the energy flowing, and this ain't no pseudoscience. You're gonna feel the energy in your hand, and you're gonna be like, yo, I know I can utilize this energy. And that go to a different part of the, you feel me, of the breakdown. So after you do that, you wanna face the palms forward and twist the wrist like this. That's it. After this, do this for like 10 seconds. That's it. I can feel the energy in my hand right now. This is great for healing purposes and telekinesis. It may be great for other things too. You're going to feel a tingling sensation in your hand. All in your palms is going to be like pulsating. You feel me? And your fingertips is going to be tingling. Your palms is going to be pulsating. And this is how you activate the hand chakra. Like my fingertips, they feel like it ain't even like an uncomfortable feeling. It just feel like you feel. I know it's energy there, and that energy is subtle energy. So you feel, and then if you want to, you know, you start making your chi ball, start developing your chi ball. You feel me? However you want to do it, you know, shit. But this is how you activate your hand chakras, and this is like it's deep, bro. Because if we practice doing taking these prerequisite steps, a motherfucker will be advanced in telekinesis. They'll be at the head of their class. You feel me? But you know, and that's very important because the way I teach is I got a formula. It's called EIE. Empathy plus EIE equals TK. That's empathy plus intention plus energy equals telekinesis. So empathy plus intention plus energy equals telekinesis. We develop an empathetic connection with the object. This is the visualization process. You feel me, Joe? Before we even start to project the energy or raise the intention. Now we raising the intention, which is the I part. Raise the intention while losing the thought. You feel me? Now that's the E part, which is the energy part. Now you have to project that energy out because this, as you raise your intention, your energy is going to build up. Gotta learn how to project it out, and it's deep though, like you said, through practice, man. All of us have telekinetic abilities, but most of us don't have the time to develop them. This takes consistent practice. You feel me? Like like hours a day, every day. You feel me? To be like to be
It's
good at this
just
shit,
like an instrument. Some
just like
people
an
are
instrument.
Cesarios and they can pick up an instrument. ALGONQUINS in Europe. Go to the main page. Can you read that? What it say?
Says the Algonquins tribe lives mostly in southern Canada and upstate New York with the European. Oh shit, that's them right there, Rod. Traders arrived. We got them niggas sold the beaver fur. Oh yeah, them niggas. That's the niggas you said they hide in upstate New York.
Listen, no, the original Algonquins left from over here to aid Europe and kicking the dirty Moors out of Europe.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, this is showing you how their connections was. You see, they got to replace us.
They had a positive. It said they had a positive reaction to the Europeans because of the power they gave them. Without the firearm help of the French, they were going to continue to get overpowered by the technology advanced Iroquois people. That's the Iroquois people is Native Americans.
Yeah, them us.
Oh shit, son, you might have stumbled up on something else here. Oh shit. So it was natives going to help Europeans?
Yeah. Put in
what the fuck?
How do you got it written in there? Because I can't see it.
It says
Algonquins in Europe.
Yeah.
Put European war, EAN behind Europe.
Okay.
And war.
It's the same thing I just read about with the firearms to help the French. They were going to continue to get over.
Okay, put book behind it.
Here we go right here. The Black Art War.
This should say Algonquins in Europe.
Okay, right here. The last Algonquins. The Cold War. Hold up. Okay. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. If you got any questions for the brother Rod, drop them in the chat, man.
Yeah, we about to go to Q&A. I'll probably have to find that book and send it to you.
Man, you got to send that joint to me, man. They hiding that joint. That must be a tough book right there. Portland, 1938, 39. It sounds the same year they got the damn Stargate. Yeah, it don't show that book.
You know? I'll find it and send it to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it in the next links because it's 10:30 now. We've been on for 2 hours straight. So I will take them question and answers the entire time. Everyone was helping the British.
Yeah, let's go to the Q&A.
Okay. Yeah, somebody said so the Iroquois was helping the British expand to the west.
No.
Okay.
You gotta remember what I was telling you. Okay, the Etruscans was native nowhere.
Okay.
They're not native nowhere on the planet. So when you get the call from one of your relatives that their house getting rammed up in, you're gonna go help them.
Yeah. Right. Oh shit, it makes sense. Go ahead.
So they called for help to get the get the Etruscans out of Europe.
That's right.
Right. And it culminated in the French Revolution. Spanish Inquisition, all of that was on the heels of getting them out. Right. Then they sent them to some place called Al Maghrib. Al Maghrib means Northwest Africa. They keep telling us over here is Northwest Africa, but that's nothing further from the truth.
Damn. Hey, these some niggas right here. Look, All right, so the red coats, right? But these niggas ain't red coats, and they got that same type of drum major type fizz, furry as buffalo fizz. These niggas coming from over here with this.
From over where?
Like Canada somewhere. These really mulattoes. You can tell this nigga right here look like a mulatto. He like a mulatto right here. This dude right here. He like a black dude, light-skinned black dude.
I know some dudes look like him.
Yeah, he look like Superfly. He look like Superfly right there.
Yeah, I don't have no context for these pictures. I can just look at it.
Yeah. Then like he playing the drum. White folks couldn't march and play drums at the same time, man. Hey, come on, man. Niggas is watching it play.
I bet they can do it now, though, can't they?
Yeah, right.
What happened?
Because they mixed with us.
One drop of blood.
Yeah. The white boys I know the white boys you see out there dancing, they really Canaanites, mulattoes.
Mulattoes, quadroons, and octroons.
Yeah. Yeah. Albanos.
What you see for the questions in the comment section?
Yeah, so the Etruscans are ETs, extraterrestrials.
They ain't from here. Then what else is gonna make them?
Yeah, right. Right. That's right on. Says get down. Okay, all right. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's going to happen with our dear loved ones. I don't know what they mean by that. Let's see. Got any questions, man? It says why did we listen to the laws and why do we listen to their laws and their authority? These beings that came over here to take us over, these Etruscans.
They killed off the leadership first.
Okay.
When you don't got no leadership, anybody can be the leader as long as he looked the part. The paperwork make them look official and legitimate. But the face of the paperwork say that it's illegitimate.
Uh-huh.
It's a con game, a Ponzi scheme, a constructed fraud. So it was the Pope who ordered them to do it in the 1300s, right? It was several papal bulls, the Pope Beneficent, Pope Innocent, and it's another one, but it's like three major papal bulls that give the Pope ownership of everybody and declare everybody imbeciles. The only thing you can do is assert your right as pretender to the throne to overthrow the jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing now. So now that we did all that, we got to get popular support for the system to flip by making or informing them that the faster they stop supporting the system, the faster we can get on to the next system. This shit over with.
Somebody said, so the Etruscans are the Enlil's children that is trying to take over.
Absolutely.
All right. Somebody
could have said it better myself.
Right, could have said it right. Okay. Okay. We got will the power grid go down and for how long? If it was when the switch happened.
It can be anywhere. Look, it can be anywhere from 3 hours to 90 days.
Okay, that's what I said too.
And when it's gonna happen is we're not gonna know until it happens.
Okay, if it happened, right?
But watch this hurricane coming up, hitting Florida. Every area that they're declaring a national emergency is falling under the jurisdiction of FEMA. And this is time to continuity of government activities. FEMA have to be put in charge in order for the government to flip.
Mm-hmm.
That's all part of all of those executive orders that the president was signing that nobody wasn't paying attention to. And when I was pointing them out, they was calling me crazy for it. Now they doing this shit.
Somebody said, okay, we're gonna take like 2 more, and then we're gonna get out of here, man, because we already ran over time. Here we go. What we got right here? Who are the worst? Who are the worst? Hello, that's your bullets. He just making a statement. So the people who are dead, what will they happen to them? People. So the people who are dead, what will happen to the people we know that love? I don't get the question. So we are looking for, right? Yeah, okay. I remember a question the dude asked. He I think you answered this question too on a tape. But he's like, who were the people, the families that were occupying those castles prior to them coming and taking them? I think you already broke that down though. The natives, right?
Yeah, that was us.
There's us. Right?
We left the castles to fight the wars. They backtracked on us using the Lewis and Clark expedition to survey the land. Upon the inspection and the survey, all of the castles were empty.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said the castles was empty, they blamed it on the shipwreck, the good ship Plymouth, the shipwreck. So when they blame it on the shipwreck, now they expand they salvage rights to cover the newly discovered crash scene of the Louisiana Purchase that they didn't know they had knocked the royalty out of their castles when they collided into the bay over there off of DC.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, well, all of the royalty gone on the land because ain't nobody in none of the castles. So we just gonna put all of it under salvage law. And then we're gonna execute under the corporate charter called the Constitution in order to exercise our jurisdiction under the salvage right and squatters right. That's what they did.
And we got 700 people in here, man. Everybody hit that like for your brother so I can get the algorithm up. And that's right here, the last question we got for your brother Rod. And we're gonna let you get out of it because I know you're a busy guy. Then you probably want to get in touch with because Black Magic called you too. He probably still be up. Hey, shout out to brother Black Magic. After the last question is, they say after the queen died or whatever, that the wealth that they had, that she had power of, has that been switched back to its original owner, or what did that wealth go? The queen have, if she had any?
They stole a whole bunch of shit. They was real good at they thievery.
Mm-hmm.
And they got it all cataloged, believe it or not, because they had to catalog everything they stole.
Wow. Especially the ancient Egyptian artifacts with like King Tut's face and like all the gold, the gold fixtures.
Now, all of that stuff, it's gonna be a museum built in Egypt. A huge museum, probably the biggest one we've seen in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of those tombs that they raided, they have to return. They're gonna have an amnesty period to return it, because if anybody get caught with it, it's punishable by death. So they're gonna return all of the artifacts to Egypt. But that ain't just the only one, because they got very important artifacts from Benin, from Côte d'Ivoire, from South Africa, from varying places around the continent, and from over here. We got to determine what we want our museum to be built like, to receive all of our artifacts that Smithsonian stole, and all of the archaeologists and anthropologists unearthing our ancestors. We want to put all of that where the youth can see that we've been running this motherfucker and we don't have no problem taking over to run it again.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So all of the wealth that they got, everything is accounted for. They know where everything came from. Every piece of jewelry that the queen got that's ridiculously expensive, they know what country it goes to. India is going to be building a museum, China, Japan, and Europe, believe it or not, because they have artifacts from Europe that's very, very old and very, very expensive if you were the owner of them.
Mm-hmm.
But all of those artifacts from tombs is declared, wherever you got it from, is declared to return to that geography, and the people is their responsibility to immortalize it, enshrine, and to use it as educational tools for the youth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have extraterrestrial crafts and all kind of stuff for the children to explore as they grow up. Actual crafts from that's not even made out of a material from Earth.
Mm-hmm. That's right. All right, man.
So that concludes class today, young elder.
Hey, this was fire, man. This class was. Hey, this is another hit, man. Because I got some more pieces, man. I got a whole nother man. With the next class, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do more research on these. I'm gonna try to figure out the connection between because I want to know like I got some shit from Taj Tariq Bay, a couple more things that I'm gonna tie in. I'm gonna have a class on this, another like a more of a magnified class on this, because this is deep, man. How they fucking robbed us, and like I say, I saw some Mexicans on the when I was in Houston yesterday. The Mexicans saw me and they said I want to do Hino, because they I'm gonna tell you, man, this way it hurt my feelings. They know it's a lot of, like, everybody else know who we are, but they won't tell us. They won't say it. They won't come out and say, hey, y'all, y'all really, some people say it. I heard of that I think you sent me a link to where the Mexican was telling them on that tour. He said he was telling them who we are, that the Armax will know us and this and that. But a lot of these people, the Hindus, all these people, they come over here, they know exactly who we are, but they'll look at us and laugh at us and won't tell us, man. I said, man, fuck if anybody that knew who we was and then tell us, man, we gonna line them niggas up with the rest of them, Etruscan niggas, man. We gonna line them up with the rest of them.
Listen, Elder.
Go ahead.
Just because they didn't tell you don't mean they had malice. You got to remember, these motherfuckers was murdering anybody that told us, including pale faces.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I think about that.
So, you got to remember, for every uprising we had a giant brown with it. Every one of them we had. So every time we tried to get out of it, we got a motherfucking Giant Brown or Charles Manson with us. Crazy ass white boy that don't give a fuck about the system.
Yep, that's right. That's right. That's right.
One thing about it, motherfuckers say what they want to, but I had none of the problems out of pale people that I have out of our people.
That's right.
As far as when I say shit, look, I'm at work. Motherfucker came and asked me a question and I gave him an answer. He told me I didn't know what I was talking about. Went to the other end of the line, asked the pale face, right? The pale face said, I don't know, but I can find out for you. Pale face came and asked me for the answer. I get it. No, this is the real shit. This really happened. I answered the pale face. The pale face go back and tell my man the same shit I told him earlier. And he came back to me and said, you know what, you was right. I said, how you know? He said, so-and-so told me. I said, he came and got the answer for me. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't get the answer for me. I said, go ask him. But the whole thing is, if it didn't come out the pale face, they didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, that's what Bob said. Go ahead.
So now you got the pale faces teaching the classes, telling you there was no such thing as white people before 1642 or some shit, 92 or something. Anyway, and then you got another one saying that if you think that you're gonna continuously disrespect these people, you're gonna be begging for their genetics. You know what I'm saying? So the list of things goes on and on. The pale face telling everybody the same thing I'm telling them, but they'd rather hear it come from them because now they can believe it because Whitey said it. Right? And they don't even know that the white man ain't even white.
That's right.
It's a status in law, the same as the black man ain't even black. It's a status in law. Not only is it a status in law, it tells you a definite, distinct group of people that fall under each classification. And under free white persons in law, it's an Englishman, a Moor, right? So, and some more shit. And then under black, it just gives a physical description of the people. That they don't want to know who they is. They don't want to know they was wearing feathers. Fuck your feds, I want my feathers. That's for all the righteous Moors. That's not to take it personally. It's just that I'm not a Moor. I want my feathers.
Fellas up. We want to thank you, Brother Rod, for coming out, man. This right here was another classic, another banger, Young Elder Gang. Like I say, we dropped the Brother Rod Hayes Cash App in the links if you want to show him some love, because man, he put in his work. We're gonna build off of this right here, though. We're gonna build off of this. So like I said, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe button before y'all get out of here if you ain't subscribed to the page. And like I say, hit the bell. And if you don't receive something from us every day, come back and check. We're gonna get you back on, Brother Rod, sometime this week. So let me know when you're free again. We'll do another one, because this right here was hot. This right here was like, it's like it's like the big mama energy, the ancestors. Cause a lot of that stuff, when you be talking, I be like, man, there's no way he can know that, because like it's like the ancestors is talking through him, because you be going as you be. It's like you be going as you go. It's like you be it's like you be imagining it as you go, and the truth, the divine truth, come to you as you talking, and it just flow out of you. It just flow out of you, and you make all the connections as you go. And it's like you got like a set amount of information, but it's like I can feel the energy of the ancestors talking through you and telling you certain things to say make that connection. Tell them about that. Tell them about this. Make that connection. I can hear Big Mama voice telling it, saying it, man. So hey, we about to get up out of here, man. This is another banger. Yeah, share it on your YouTube, share it on your Facebook, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We about to get up out of here. Islam, peace, hotel, shalom alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Peace and harmony and love. Ashug, divine love throughout the boundless universe to all. Wadu.
Wadu. A moth can be a totem animal. The moth is a night butterfly, so to speak, and the moth means transformation, like you're going to a dark place to transform. That's the symbolism of the moth. You got different kinds too, and some of the motherfuckers the sweet as hell. Some of the prettiest patterns you ever want to see. I tried to let the sister in.